Welcome back to the channel, people. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thursday morning, we are back here, another stream. Been consistent this week, kind of like this, and at the same time starting to feel like a job. Not sure how I feel about this, but so far so good. I am enjoying my time here with you guys. It's great to have someone to trade alongside. It's been really motivational, I say. Okay, so I've been trading today already. This morning took a trade on gold, took a scalp. So I saw gold coming down. I identified the direction or the destination, should I say, and I took a trade down towards it. I then did take another buy. So let's just have a look at this quickly. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. H1. So gold selling off, right? I had a quick look. I thought, okay, actually this is a good entry point for a buy, but one second. Let's see if we want this buy. We already made money today. I don't know. All right, let me just be patient. I don't want to jump into something already. I mean, already made money today, so I'm not sure if I want to jump into something straight away. But this potentially is a buy on gold, and I'll explain why. Okay, and let's see if it plays out. I may switch over to my discretionary account because on the challenge account I made about $100 or so today, so I'm very satisfied with that. And I'm looking for, if I take another setup, probably be a setup like this, but I'm not sure about the range here. It looks massive. So instead of jumping in straight away, I'm gonna have a look and tell you guys what I did first and explain why. And maybe there's an opportunity to get in when London starts. Maybe price comes down lower and there's a better buy down there. So we'll be a little bit patient. So let's zoom out quickly on H1 and show you what was going on. So trending down, looking for a destination. Now, if you follow my channel, you know about pole and flag. So we've got the pole. This is a small flag, pole, big flag, poles out, small flag, poles out, and so on. Reverse there and started coming down in the same formation. Pole, flag, pole, flag. So as I was pushing down here underneath these lows, I was looking for the destination. Switched on to D1 quickly to find a price point where price could potentially reverse or even just have a bounce from, right? So identified quickly, let's just zoom in. I identified, yeah, it was right there. Okay. These two equal highs on the daily as an interesting point where price could potentially react from, right? So switch to H1. So I switched to the lower time frame. And as price was coming down here, I just traded it down. Okay, so I scalped it down to a price point, got out, then I bought that back up. And that's where we are now. So price is back at that price point, and that's why I'm considering this buy to continue this potential reversal. However, it can pull all the way down here because we are 15 minutes before London session start. It could pull all the way down here, and maybe that's a better buy. There's a lot of imbalance here, so I could see an argument for waiting and try to catch a better entry, because to jump in here and leave that there, that's a massive range, massive stop loss needed for that. And I'm not really interested in risking a lot on this on today after I made money already. So made money coming down and made money coming up. I shouldn't risk too much now. Need to be patient, wait for a quality setup. There was something else on EURUSD. Yeah, okay, cool. So far so good. EURUSD here. I saw this morning and I was hesitant. I was very hesitant this morning. Let me check, is this the right account? Because I can't see my trades. Let's see. This was yesterday's price action. Today's price action is here. All right, cool. So this is today's price action. Let's go to M5. Maybe you can see it better there. All right, cool. So price was here. EURUSD, it had broke structure to the downside. I wanted to take that trade. I was in and out here a few times, and I decided that I wasn't going to take that trade because I felt that it was presenting me an opportunity to sell a bit too early. and I didn't want to be selling here. I thought this could happen. So there was a lot of fear or doubt in my trading. This was my setup that I normally look for. We have a trend here. There's a breaking structure from this low here. Should be selling it to go down. But there was price action here that just made me a bit unsure about the move. And I got in, got out, got in, got out a little bit, messed around here. Then I went back to trade gold because that was a bit clear where price was going and where it was going to react to. So I'm glad I didn't hold this trade. I took it for a small move. It was a really small move. Then it pulled back up, and I think it was here, and I was looking for like an additional 1 or 2 pips for me to be right in that move. But I'm glad that I was not in that move, holding it all the way. So breaker structure, I was looking for 9 pips, and it gave 8 pips. So I'm very happy I didn't stick around, but that would have got stopped out today. And that's where I am today. I'm being cautious, try to look for the traps and make sure I'm not getting caught out. So very happy I did not take that trade now. I expected something like this. It just run all the lows from the previous days here. Potential reversal here. Slowed down here just before my entry. And I thought there's no real selling opportunity until maybe London session or New York session, because there's lots of news today, major news catalysts out today, and I expect that price should pull up here, and maybe if it's going to be sold, it's going to be sold from this region here, and then it goes down to continue the current downtrend. That's what I expected. That's what's happening so far. Potential for a buy if you are trading with the trend here, but so I'll be more inclined to sell this. It broke out from here, hasn't touched it back. I'll be more inclined to sell this on the start of the London session, see London to push this back down, and maybe I'm tempted to take that trade. So we're gonna have a look at that. And if I do take that trade, I should really take it on the discretionary account, because this account I made money for today and I don't want to force it, but I should really take that. And this is my systematic account. My systematic account, I'm not supposed to be just jumping in where I feel based on the experience. That should be the discretionary account. So systematic account, what I need to see to take this trade to sell, I need to see a breaking structure. I need to see structure first. I need to see a breaking structure. And that breaking structure would be all the way down here. And as you can see, price is nowhere near there. So there's no sell right now on the systematic approach, but there's potentially a sell on the discretionary. So maybe I should switch over and just trade on the discretionary today. What do you guys think? Let me know what you think in the chat. I made money today. I made 0.5 today on the main account. Do I continue trading on the main account, or should I switch over to the discretionary account? Something to consider. Also, let me know what you're looking at. Let me know what you're looking at. Are we looking at gold again today? Are you on GU? GU had news this morning. Had some news. Let's see what happened with the price. Yeah, shot up. It pulled down first, then shot up. And it looks like EU is just following it really right now, because there's no real news catalyst on USD. So EURUSD. So I don't see why that's pushing up, other than to be sold later. Massive gap on FTSE. Was this yesterday's price action? Or was that today? Bit of both. Yeah. Potential buy opportunity in FTSE. But I need to see a little bit more price action to confirm that. Why I say that, we've got the gap, we've got a price trending down. If you see a break in structure, maybe there's a buy there to try fill this gap. I don't know how efficient FTSE is. Let's see if it's been trending. So I can't remember what day it is, probably here where I was selling it. I said I didn't trust the buy because there was that gap here. As you can see, prices now come fill that gap. So again, gaps in the market, you need to pay attention to them. They don't always get filled straight away, but they get filled eventually. Massive gap like this, gapped up, filled most of it, but it did not fill all of it. There's a little gap still. Price then come down to fill the gap. So why that is, I can't tell you, but it's just my observation. See what's going on DAX. DAX is looking heavy. Potential sell if you're a momentum trader. Let's see where it's going. I think it was the beginning of this week we were looking at DAX when it was here. I said it was at really highs. I will be looking to sell. I'm more inclined to sell, especially with this gap. Pull down, consolidated, and now it's pushing down again. Potentially underneath this low. So could see momentum trade to take it underneath this low here. And then underneath this low, could see potentially a reversal if it doesn't carry on pushing down. It's not really my style of trading. Again, I may switch over to my discretionary account and see if we could take some of these trades based on how I'm reading it. H1, let's see, destination. Let's go to D1, see where it could be heading towards. Okay, well, where it is right now is a potential. Yeah, yeah. So here, as you can see on the daily, there was a lot of resistance there where I've outlined here. So a lot of resistance there. Price already hit it, bounced up. I believe it's definitely taking it there. Could use it as support, but it's going to test it as resistance first. So if you are a momentum trader, that's potentially where price is heading. So it's currently at 23396. I think it could get down to 23357 eventually, sometime today. We'll see. Makes sense. Where else is it going to go? Reacting from this? Not really. This is a part of this range, this high to this low, and stayed within this range, and it's now breaking down to the downside. I see it getting down there, testing that support for this potential uptrend. But now it's going to test it as resistance and see if it could break it to go through. That's what I'm reading initially on the DAX. Gold, I expect gold to be bullish now on the initial reaction. Oh, it could just be a reaction. We've got the initial move already. It could be a reaction to take it back up to this flag. So pole, flag, pole out. So it could take it back up there, or it could just be this small flag here. Don't really know. So the move is definitely gone. If you wanted to buy it, that was the low, obviously. You could have found that low on D1 using support and resistance, finding a key price point where you could see potentially a reversal. Go to a lower time frame, M1, and there we go. There's our reversal. It got underneath it here, creating structure, lower highs here, low here, broke structure there, got underneath it and started breaking up to the upside. Controlled your stop on all these little swing lows and potentially riding this for at least 10 points on gold, which is massive. Still learning my way around gold, learning how to calculate the risk and stuff like that. So I do need to be cautious on that. But I was able to get some wins today on gold. Okay, so EURUSD is what I'm interested in today. It's really pushing up. I'm going to see what opportunities arrive in the next 4 minutes. Go switch over to this discretionary account. Wherever it may be. There it is. And we're gonna trade euro. And we are going to be selling it at the close or the start of the new hour. See if we could get a quick pullback into the demand that it broke out and hasn't returned to. gonna use a negative risk to reward ratio. I'm only using, say, one standard lot, and so essentially I'm gonna risk don't want to risk 100. That's not fair. That's how I feel, but that's not fair. Let's go 0.5, risking $100, and let's see what we could do with it. Essentially, I'm trying to catch the top of this new candle start. So I'm waiting for the last minute or two of this hour candle, and yeah, this is good. I'm trying to sell that now. So this is the discretionary account now. This is a style of trading based on my intuition and experience. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Hopefully it works on stream. I want to see price really get back down here, but I'm happy just to get a small win on this account. I've really neglected this account this week, and it's not been fair. I've been focused on the main account, which makes sense. It's real money. So I made money today. I'm gonna take a trade here and see and wait patiently for a setup on my systematic approach on the main account. And if there is something there, that's the trade I'll take. There was something yesterday. It was off stream. I took a piece of it. It was this move here. So if you've been following the stream, you would have seen that I said when price was here, it was potentially going to be sold in this region here. There was a gap to be filled. Again, gaps in the market, gap to be filled. And this was a supply zone. So I was buying it from down here, and I was trying to hold it to get it back up there. Stop me out. But it got back up here now, put a reversal, and that was a systematic opportunity to get a one-to-one. So from this low, when it broke structure, entry point, initially risking 34 pips, you could have got 67 pips. You could have actually managed your risk, reduce your risk on the lower time frame. I think there was on M5, there was a little swing high that I could have placed my stop loss. There was a little, it was just above here. I could place my stop loss. So price is pushing back to that entry point now. That's why I'm happy to sell it. I'm expecting some kind of reaction. It could be a continuation of what's happened here. This isn't a real reversal. This is just a pullback, if anything. I don't see this as a real reversal, but there is a lot of news today, so we don't know what could happen. If it is a uptrend, yeah, price could go and take this highs. But right now, I'm selling within that zone that broke structure to the downside. And we are currently on a downtrend. So that's why I got in here with a negative risk to reward ratio, and I'm trying to hold it to see if price then starts moving. So London session just opened. Let's see what London session wants to do. Is it going to be sold from here, or is it going to push up to try and run these highs? I'd rather be selling from here anyway. It's a better place to be selling than buying. So regardless of what happens, I'd rather be a seller here. And yeah, I'm happy with that. So one-to-one opportunity with the discretionary, with the systematic account was available yesterday. I caught a piece of it. I ran it for a small bit, like 10 pips or something like that. Didn't hold it for the whole 67 pips. Didn't know it was going to go that far, but it is what it is. All right, so we are moving in our direction. I did expect this for the new start of the candle. To be honest, this is enough. If I had more money on the line, this little reaction, that's all I wanted for the discretionary account. Got in at 26. That's about 7 pips, and that could have been enough. I'm gonna hold it a little bit longer, see what we could get. I expect price to get to here at some point, but the way it's going, I would expect it to push up again to get above me, then come down. So that's why I say if I had a little bit more money risk on this, that would have been enough for the initial move. That's about, I don't know, say 7 pips, 8 pips. If I had some size on it, could have made about 0.5 on this account size, but it is what it is. I'm just going to be patient and see how this plays out. Ready to take some drawdown, basically. it can push against me. If it does push against me, we are gonna only risk $100 in this. So I'm gonna get ready to put my stop loss in. With the discretionary account, I'm a bit slow with the stop loss. I do have, like I said already, initially it's gonna be a negative risk reward ratio. So 20 pips is my stop loss. I just haven't put it on because I really believe price is going down right now. So let's see. I'm gonna put it in now. Good behavior and all that. 26, 36. Let's get that stop loss in. Let's make sure it is right. So that's $44 reset. That's 10 pips. Okay. Yeah, that's better. Let me just do some maths. 20 pips, 46. There you go. Stop loss at 46. TP, we got in at 26. Let's go for 10 pips as well. Have some consistency and discipline trade in here, please. Oh, there's TP. Yes. The commissions on this demo account is crazy. Let's get a little bit more than that. Let's get, so we got in at 26 on the dot. We should go for another pip here, and that's 10 pips we would have made. Let's just ignore the commissions. I wanted 10 pips. I got my 10 pips. And I'm just going to ignore the fact the commission's there. So that's 10 pips there. We've got 1 more minute on this candle. Yeah, there we go, 10 pips. If I had more size, it would have been significant. But so discretionary approach, I use the H1 candle to get the pullback. If it's just a pullback, it may be a continuation of what's going on the higher time frame. So I would expect price to get down here. Then here's where I would expect to see potential buy opportunity for people who trade with the trend. Or I could see it come up here, reverse and push back down and potentially continue the higher time frame downtrend. Okay, so basically in both scenarios, price is coming down, and that's why I took that sell. Makes sense. And that's just based on experience. That's not something you really learn from courses. I don't know anyone's out there putting courses like that together. I don't really know anyone's trading like this, to be honest. I'm sure people do, but they're not on YouTube. So quick scalp, 10 pips based on what's going on the higher time frame, and also the price action and the time. Okay, so price broke out here, normally breaks out and retest, then goes. It left the imbalance. So it broke out here. I waited to the hour candle close, caught it right at the top, as you can see. Do you know what? Hindsight, I should have left my stop loss at break even and just held this a little bit longer to see. I should have done that. What do you think, chat? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah. It was a nice start to the day. I've had, I don't know, maybe 1, 2, 3. This is my 4th trade. This is my 4th trade, 4 wins. It's not much to show for it. I need to get used to that. I'm used to taking, using a lot more size. All these wins representing about $100 or $200. So I'm slowing it down, try to get used to streaming, trading while streaming, make sure my emotions are in check. And I'm also trying to build up the account slowly. So I, as you saw, I started in drawdown, got myself out of drawdown and tried to build a little buffer, $100, $200, then I could start increasing my risk. But I'll do that all in time. Let's see what, this week's gone really good so far. I think I only had 1 losing day. Yeah, Monday losing day, makes sense. I hate Mondays. I hate Mondays for trading. Price setting so slow. 1 losing day. The rest of the week's been good. next week should be better. Just need to maintain my focus. Yesterday I traded, over traded a little bit. What's up? What's up, expat trader? Yeah, good morning. Long time. Yesterday I over traded a little bit, so I did want to restrict the amount of trades I took today. And I said to myself, if I make my money, I'm going to try build up this discretionary account a bit. And that's what I'm doing today. And yeah, I'm going to be here with you guys. Let me know what you're looking at. I have a look and let you know my thoughts as well. And let's chop this up. So I would expect price to still get down here. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen, but that's what I'm expecting, for it to get down a little bit further. Let's see. So I don't get any price action on the indexes because this is the demo account. It's not giving me any info. Let's see if it gives me gold. Okay, can have a look at what's going on in gold. That's good. So I'm guessing there's a fee to pay to broadcast the indexes, and these demo accounts are not looking to do that. So unfortunately you can't back test really on gold. We've got opportunities anyway, and we can see what's going on. But if I need to switch over, I'll switch over. So let me know what you guys are looking at. Have a look and let you know my thoughts. Let me know what you're up to. One, two, three, about 4 trades today. 4 trades, 4 wins. Good start. Good start. What's in the queue? NASDAQ. Let's see if I got any data. Doubt I've got any data on this. I might switch over. Taking my trade on the discretionary, go switch over to the systematic account and see what's going on. All right, we'll go switch over to the systematic account and see what's going on. NASDAQ. Okay. So NASDAQ filled that gap yesterday. Yeah, it was just there. Oh, selling off, selling off. Are you selling NAS? Looks like a momentum play. Pole flag, pole flag, pole. Flagged up here. Maybe pulls out again to get these lows. This doesn't look like a reversal, but NASDAQ is a different kind of beast. It likes to do things I can't predict. But from the first impression, initial thoughts, it's a continuation. But it is here and it has been creating higher lows here. So potentially it could push up again. There is liquidity above here, but I can see an argument. Obviously, I can see an argument for sell. I can see an argument for buying. I'm more inclined to sell it, even though I don't like the liquidity that's above here. I feel maybe if it was going to take it, it should have taken it there. It filled the gap and came down. So pole, flag, pole, flag. I expect a pole out here, maybe run these lows. Yeah, it looks high. And yeah, again, this massive gap. I'm going to mark out this gap. Eventually price is going to come here. I don't know when, but eventually it's going to come here, and I want to see how long it takes. That top here, here, okay. So now, like I said, I normally don't trade NASDAQ, so I don't know it well. If it is as efficient as EURUSD, it should come here to fill this gap eventually. When, I just don't know. That's the problem. How long it's going to take, I do not know. But this big inefficiency market doesn't leave inefficiency like this unless there's a news catalyst driving it to ignore it. And the way it's consolidating here, slowed down, as you saw, is very bullish, slowed down here, and looks like it's pushing down. Maybe there's a lot of news today. I doubt that news is going to be strong enough to do all this. but it could be the trigger to start sending it down. A lot of news today. What did you do with gold? Was it a sell? The whipping post, was it a sell on gold? Maybe we got in roughly the same time. I got in just before stream as well. Saw the momentum, and I just got in because I identified the price point. And yeah, it got straight to that price point. I'll show you what I mean. I'll show you what I mean. So, can't remember. There, it's all there. It's all there. There you go. There you go. Don't know why it took so long to get my trade history up. So sold it here, sold it, took some partials, got it all out. Tried to buy it here, got a little piece, then I saw it pushing against me. I think I left it for a break even there. Yeah, break even. So took a small profit there because it had reached the price point that I expected it to be bought from, right? So I wanted to get out. I wanted to drive it down. It drove down. Then I was trying to buy it back up. As you can see, it just got me out, man. Look, it got me out, then it moved up. So I was trying to buy it from here. It was a good buy, but it's just too early. And if it held here, if this move held here, I would have been in all of this. So I did leave a runner. It was a small position, but you know how it is with gold. A small position could turn out to be a massive move. So that was my entry for gold. Actually, it was lower down. My entry for gold was down there. Look at that. What could have been? Entry was down there, and that could have been a massive 291 points, maybe. Missed opportunity, but you can see, like, I caught this, which would have been essentially left shoulder. So left shoulder, that's the head, that's the fake breakout, that's the right shoulder on gold, and then it reversed. So I was in the right place, but it stopped me out, then went without me. What can we do? What can we do? But yeah, the zone was right. That's good to know. I've locked that in. Next time, I'm going to spend some time this weekend doing some back testing on gold. I really like how it's moving. Just need to get used to the risk allocation on that. And then maybe I'm trading gold. It looks like gold is best traded on the 1 minute time frame. Because you could clearly see what's going on here. The 1 minute time frame, and it's respecting its swing points. So I really like that. I respect that, gold. I respect that. So look, pole, flag, pulled out, flag, pulled out, still respecting these previous highs. I like that. When I see something like that, that's something I could trade by, you know. Pulls out, flags here, break structure, clearly. It's clear. There's the breaking structure. This is the last low. It broke it there, pulls back in, doesn't continue the downtrend, pushes up, and that's your entry, which is also the price point that I marked out on the higher time frame using support and resistance. Support and resistance alongside the supply and demand, alongside reading pure price action. That's what I'm about. And there you go, entry, smack on there, and up it goes. So good thing about gold, which is what I'm observing, I could have managed the risk really tightly because it respected all these lows. Imagine. I've never seen that. So I'm going to definitely have a look at gold this weekend and see if it's something I could trade consistently on the 1 minute time frame. What time frame was you using for gold? What time frame do you guys trade on gold? Okay. Let's see what Nas is saying. Yeah, there you go. I hate being right sometimes. So pull, flag, pulled out again. I can see it going for this low. Why not? Does it take it straight away? May not. It likes to pull up here, feel this imbalance before going, maybe. But yeah, I can see it taking that low. Why not? We've got our potential destination. And there is news, so I don't see it going far before the news. Maybe this is a consolidation range, so from this low to this high. So anywhere down here, maybe you want to be a buyer to get back up. and it may just stay in this range until news comes. Too much speculation, not the way I trade. But yeah, let's have a look. So what happened with this? Okay, so this is my entry for this was really good. Again, it's still holding. So they left it for break even maybe. I'm so happy with that, man. Can't complain. Go look for a trade. Let's see what's going on. Go look for a trade on the discretionary account. GU looks like a break and retest. So people that trade supply and demand, they're using trading with the trend. They're waiting for this candle to be broken, then pushes up, stop loss underneath there. Right. For me to see a sell, I would like to see that and then see that low taken. And that would be my sell if I was this trade GU. Same applies on Euro. Gold looks like it's reversing. Gold looks like it's reversing. I'm glad that I didn't buy it up there now. It looks like it's getting ready to reverse. So the price point that I identified, it could be a start of a reversal or it could just be a pullback. And it looks now currently like it is a pullback. So this is a reversal pattern. It was creating higher lows here and created a lower low here, pushed up, fell to continuous high, creating a new high, respecting these previous highs here. And if it gets underneath this low, it has potential to pull down further and maybe go for this lows here to test it to see if it continues going down or pushes up. Same thing happened yesterday. Exactly the same thing happened yesterday. I think I was in this trade somewhere. Where is it? Okay, there. Yeah, so I was in it somewhere here, came down, started reversing, was holding it, trying to get it up a little bit further, but I did say there was a resistance point, held at that point, and it broke down. So potentially what's going to happen again today, and it's going to continue its downtrend. Currently downtrending, no doubt. Gold looks like an interesting one. Yeah, it's currently downtrending. I expected it to get up here. That's where I wanted it to get to. So there's still a chance for that. It may hold there and push up there, but it may come down first, fill the imbalances here, fill the orders here, or gives whoever's behind the scenes an opportunity to buy here again and get it back up. Don't know. But just reading price action, what I can see here is a breaking structure forming on the lower time frame. So if it gets underneath here, maybe now it's pulling back or it's reversing. So there's a potential sell here on gold. Okay, so M1, M5, H1 for gold, cool. I'm guessing that's just a read, but that's not for your entries, right? I'm just seeing it a lot clearer on M1. It's not spiking, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you go to M1, you're just seeing too much price action, just spiking. It looks nice and slow, nice and heavy here, gold. So I'm seeing it quite clearly. It looks like if it gets underneath this low, it's a sell and stop loss just above this swing high potentially. How far it's going to go, I don't know. Maybe there's 2 or 3 points there. We'll see. I'm going to watch this one. Actually, I could trade this on my discretionary. I'm going to switch over to the discretionary account and trade this. Have a little bit of fun with gold. And I'm selling this. I'm not going to go crazy. Let's do something there on gold. And We want to place our stop loss just above the swing high. So far, what I'm seeing that you could manage a tight stop loss with gold. So we're going 31.51 for stop loss. The feel on this demo account is just crazy, but it is what it is. 31.51 and gold. And see how much I'm actually risking. See if we need to readjust that. Ooh. Risking about $126, 0.5 on the account size. Let's see what we could get. Got the break that I wanted. Let's see if it drives now. So we had a trend going up, a little reversal here is coming down. That's why I got in, broke the neckline if you like, and it's starting to trend down. Does it hold? We don't know yet. We are at the start of a new, we're not at the start, we're still on the H1 candle that's forming. So it could pull in, and right here, the price point here, it could be pushed up. Remember, initially I said I wanted to see it pull back down before it goes up. I think that was at the start of the stream, to give London session traders an opportunity to buy. And that could be the price point right there for it to push back up. So that's the risk in this. So from this high to this low, I'm expecting it to pull back into this range somewhere and then start pushing up again. If it's going to continue reversing, if it's going to continue being sold off, this is a good entry and we could be aiming for these lows. So we're going to see, taking a chance of this, not risking too much, just $100, and we're going to see how it plays out. Go manage the risk as well as I can. Probably trail, yeah, I'm going to trail it on M1 using pole and flag. So I would expect it to push out now, push down further. However, it can pull back up here, then go, or it could pull back up and just take me out. We're going to see what happens, but I'm happy with the entry, happy with the risk. Let's see if there's any reward. And again, this is the discretionary account. This isn't my real account. This is me trying things on gold I don't normally trade on. So none of this is recommendations. I'm just trying to play here and seeing if it's going to hold and go to my target area. And if it does, that's great. Something I've learned. So that Euro trade is really good. Entry smack on. And it's pushing down to that imbalance. So this is where I would expect buyers to potentially step in, or even give, or price to give an indication to buy, and then maybe push it down and carries on. But if you did get in here, this is potentially a good place to get out. It's a good win. It's a modest win. My entry is right at the top. Right at the top, and that's 22 pips, and potentially 24, 25 pips from that move, using a negative risk reward ratio. But as you saw, I could have gone to break even quite quickly and just held the move a little bit. But let's switch back over to gold. Price is moving in our direction. I'll be very happy if this gold trade works out. It means I can trade it using M1 reading pure price action. And that's very good, because it means I could just throw it into my, throw it into the things I trade. EURUSD, #1, gold, maybe #2. Tried FTSE's back and forth. Yesterday, I got the read right, but the way it came back up so quickly, I did not like that. I want something that's heavy, that's slow, that does what I expected to do. For it to push all the way down, then push all the way back up so quickly, then push back down, I just don't like that. But yeah. All right, so this gold trade's moving. I could potentially put my stop loss here and maybe risk nothing on this trade, but I think it might be too soon. I can see price pulling back in again. So this is where it's a what did I put here? 0.2. and $34. That's a very good move on gold. Let's see if we could get to $62 and maybe I'll close it. Actually, do you know what? I may just move to break even. So the entry one on Euro USD was very good and I should have moved to break even. And in this one, I may move to break even and hold it to see if it could get back down and run these lows. So even though this is a reversal on M1, it's not a reversal on the higher time frame. This is just a continuation of what was going on. So it bounced, pulled up. I expect it to come back down now. And maybe it goes there. And that's the buy. So 31, 32, TP. Let's see if we can hold it down to there. 31, 32. I may take partials if it pushes. I may move to break even soon as well. Let's have a look. M1, too early. Too early to move to break even. Let's see what happens. Okay. Have to be patient on gold. Let's see what happens with EURUSD. So starting to react. See it pulling all the way up here. Maybe it holds and goes down, continues the higher time frame downtrend. If it goes all the way up here, closes above here, that will be the trigger for buyers to get in. And I think it then turns and runs this low. And if it does, maybe that's the trigger for sellers to get in. But, you know, already took the move on this. It's a very good move. Don't need to force it. Don't force your trades, people. Okay, so pushing back against us on gold. Would have lost it if I went to break even so soon. Yeah, and it looks like this support is holding. And that's a shame. May lose this trade. Gonna hold it though. I would love to have my stop loss above here, but just too risky with gold. I'm gonna try and manage it. There's no reason why it doesn't respect this high. Pull and flag, pull down, flagged, pull down, flagged. It respected this previous side, this respected the previous side. So that's the current trend on the lower time frame on M1. So it should respect this high. If it breaks above it, it's gonna break out. So that's TP down here. At least that's the target down there. I may take TP before that if it gets down there. And if this breaks above here, maybe that's a buy. We'll see. We'll see. Can't see NAS. DAC. FTSE. Nothing there. Let's see if there's anything on EURUSD. Yeah, EURUSD is a difficult one. I'm glad I took it for what I got, and on the discretionary account, really good trade. But there's nothing on the systematic approach yet. To see that, I need to see price underneath here. But with this massive range, that's really risky. I am tempted, but I think I'm gonna take the wins for today with EURUSD and gold and not force anything unless I see something clearly on for the systematic account. I see something clearly and maybe there. And this could be the setup. Gold is playing with me. Looks that's all we're gonna get. Just a little pullback and push up now. And this is potentially reversal then. I was hoping it would draw down more into this zone before it goes up. And that's why I sold it. It was a break on M1 and also on M5. And I was trying to get it to dry down to fill some of this imbalance. Come here, and if it wants to go up, to be bought up from here. That's what I was hoping to see. And right now, just slow down. So yeah, the view on M1, we had a breaking structure. The view on M5, another breaking structure. Hopefully within this last 27 minutes of this candle, we get it driving down, and then that will be the win. We're only risking 0.5 on the account, so it's not the end of the world. I'm okay with that, I guess. 0.5, a little bit more than 0.5. Okay, back into profit. Let's get this drive. Are you guys, let me know in the chat, are you guys planning to trade the New York session today? There's a lot of news. Are you a momentum trader? If you are, great time to trade it. Let me know if you're trading New York session today, as well as London session. Okay, so price is moving back in our direction on gold. That's good. Let's get this drive. Let's get this drive. Come on. Got 1 minute left on this candle. Hopefully it pushes. If not, now we still have to be patient. There's no reason to get out at this point. You just need to be patient. EURUSD is dropping still. Okay. Okay, gold is holding up. Don't forget to leave a like on the stream, guys, so other people could see it, join in. It would be great if we could create a community here. All of us have a nice routine starting London session. It's a nice feeling being able to trade with someone. It's really nice, actually. Trading is one of those solo gigs. Could work out great if you are used to being alone and you like trading alone and stuff like that. But it's so much more fun when there's other people to be looking at the charts with you, in my opinion. Keeps me motivated, keeps me disciplined and stuff like that. So don't forget to leave a like in the chat. And for those who are watching first time, welcome. I see you there. Welcome. Don't be shy. Leave a comment if you want. Leave a like in the chat. And yeah, let's keep building. Let me know what you are looking at. So next week, from the looks of it, I'm reading gold well. So next week, I may throw gold in the systematic account, because everything I'm seeing with gold so far is reading really well, and I'm gonna try and make some profit from it. Did something today, this morning. That's why I'm not really jumping in too much on my other account with gold or any other plays. But next week, yeah, I'm gonna do some back testing this weekend. Maybe I can move to break even soon on gold. Let's have a look on lower time frame. That push out, to be honest, is enough. But because this is the discretionary account, I'm holding it a little bit longer. So what I see here, little imbalance here, could react from there, but from the way I see it, it's been used already. So all of this pull back up, it's all been used already, and it's reversed here. Here, there's nothing being used down here. So see an argument to hold it. Definitely reducing the risk maybe. Let's get this drive out and maybe I'll trail my stop. Try get it all the way down. So go hold this a little bit. And that'll be a $200 win or €200 win. This demo counts in euros. Okay. Let's see if it's too early to move to break even. Yeah, I like that drive. I'm going to be moving to break even on gold now. It's been respecting its previous highs, swing highs. So now this is a free trade and we are €100 up. And let's see if it continues. Yeah, I think the market's been very choppy in general, to be honest. New York session as well, interesting to see. I thought maybe I need to switch over, but it's been very choppy recently. Just a lot of uncertainty in the market, I guess. I should really take some off here. Let's see if we can hold it. I should have taken that. That's a nice win on gold. Gonna hold it. It's doing exactly what I expect, what I've read. So I'm gonna hold it. There's no reason to get out yet. This is a free trade. If it was on a real account, I would have taken the scalp on gold. Bank that. I do believe it's getting down here, but it can come and stop me out before it does that. So that's why I would want to take it now, but I'm gonna hold it. Might take partials. Partials? Yeah, let's take partials. I want to grow this discretionary account a bit. Let's take half of that. Okay. And then really do wanna gives us another $100 and we get this account out of drawdown. Cool. I may move it down a little bit. I really expect price to react here, but I could go all the way through as well. Let's just go for TP, make it clean. Let's not be greedy. This is what I expected price to do. It's doing exactly what I wanted it to do. So I'm just going to go for TP. The runners at break even. It's looking nice. See if I can get the rest of the move. And if there's an opportunity to get more of my stop loss into profit, I'll do so. But right now, I'm not seeing any swing points to do that. I guess that's a little one there, but it's not enough. Let's see. I can't do that. But anyway, break even. See if we get the drive. Another €100, please. Okay. Very happy with that. Very happy with that. So I'm going to note that next week, gold. Back test on the weekend. Make sure I'm consistently reading it. M1. And then gold is in the mix. I'm very happy with that. Exactly where I bought it. Went exactly where I thought it was going to be bought from. So I sold it down to there. Then bought it from that point, it got up, went on M1, saw the breaking structure on M1, imagine M1, and it sold exactly from there, from the breaking structure, and just moved cleanly towards TP. I like that. I like that. Gold it is next week. A little bit more. I don't see why it doesn't reach there yet. I'm not going to do anything. It should get there. Less than a point away to get there. Gold is in the mix. Yeah. Okay, good. Nice win on gold as well. And look at that. Look at the reaction. So, like I said, why I got out here is because this is where price broke structure. Okay, so this is some free game for you guys. Again, you don't need a course. There are people out here sharing information. This is where price broke structure. Left a little bit imbalanced there. So when it broke it, I expected it to tap in to go. But because it didn't, and then reverse here, that's why I used this as a target. So it's got there and now it's reacting. So from this point, it could react and continue its potential uptrend, or it's just going to give a quick reaction, then drive back down. So it could react and pull all the way back into here. So there's a pole and flag formation on M1. It could react and pull all the way back here, or it could just flag itself and go down to run these lows. Regardless, being in this trade, selling it down, that was the target. And as you can see, spot on, got out and it reacted straight from there. And we're going to see how accurate or what happens next. Yeah, it was a nice trade. Nice exit. Let me check the EURUSD one. That was a nice entry. And yeah, look at that, straight to what it's more or less the same thing. I don't know if you just noticed that we had the break. We had the break here, clean break, and it didn't return. Got to the top here within a higher time frame supply. I waited for the new candle to start, and I got in right at the top there. And I wanted TP here, but I took it there because that was 10 pips. Didn't need the 25 pips here. And it got down there. So it's the same thing. This is how I trade on a discretionary approach, just reading price action. When it's stable, when it's clean like this, it's easier for me to read, and I could do this. Like the problem with this I have with this is, if you could do this, you want to do it all the time. When do you stop? And that's what I'm working on. So all of this series I'm doing is literally to work on certain things. The good discretionary approach and the good systematic approach. And I'm trying to gel the two to become a better trader. And that's what I'm doing right now. Focusing on being patient and disciplined for the systematic approach. And then the discretionary, focusing mainly on discipline. Taking a trade with a reduced risk and managing the trade, and also stopping when I say I'm going to stop. Okay, so taking a few trades today now. I don't even know how much. Let's have a look on the, what account is this? This is the demo account. Let's see the trade history on this. I think I've taken too many trades today. 1, 2. Loss on euro. When was that? That wasn't today. What's today? Don't remember losing on euro today. Interesting. Anyway, taking a few trades. Yeah, I don't really remember losing on euro today. That wasn't today. Okay, that's just odd information. Bit confusing. The balance started there, took trades there. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this demo account information, but I don't take a loss on euro today, so I don't know what's that. The first trade on this demo account was this trade, right? And that was the 43. And the gold one was this one as well, so we're good. So taking 2 trades today on the demo account and taking about 3 trades, or 1, 2, 3 trades on the systematic account, and I am good for today. So nice drive into demand. Let's see. I think there's a buying opportunity here, a very small scalp, because I would assume price gives a indication to people to get in there before stopping them out. So I could see approaching close to an hour, the H1 hour again. Yeah, so I did say on the systematic approach, if it got underneath this low, that could be the buy, sorry, the sell. And it looks like it's about to break that low. Breaking this low, that could be a sell, but I don't think it just drives down. I see it coming up before it driving down. So if you are to sell it after it takes this low, let's go to M5. Okay. So before it takes this low, or after it takes a low, I can see a small buy, then a sell after that, possibly. Yeah. Let's see how it plays out. Not trading the funded account, taking a pause, trying something new here. I really just want to see if I can consistently trade with a discretionary approach. So in the past I mixed in a way of trading with a systematic, with the discretionary, and it's got me up and down. And what I'm trying to do is find consistency. So I do have my funded account here. This is, if you've been watching from the beginning of the stream, I don't know if you caught it from the beginning of the stream. I did take, did I take a take on the funded account on stream? I can't remember, but I did take some trades on gold. So sold it down. Yeah, yeah, you need to check from the beginning of the stream. I'm pretty sure I showed you guys. Sold gold, bought gold. When this came down, that's why I sold it, because it's just continuing what I was doing. And this is the reaction that I expected from gold as well. So have a look, you'll see. So reacting from demand, as I expected. Maybe this is a buy candle, giving people the opportunity to buy, but I really expect it to continue going down, because that's what's going on the higher time frame. I expect this to continue going down. It came all the way up here, potentially to fill this gap, and it's going to continue the downtrend, maybe. Big maybe. It's too early for all this price action before all this news that's due out today. So that's why I'm trying to be a bit cautious and not jump in unless I see something really good. And so far, got some good reads, but I'm not going to force it. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it as well. Appreciate you guys for joining. It's been a good session. Learned some things, tried some new things. Really worked out really well. Made money on the both accounts, or got wins, should I say. It's not money yet. Got wins on both accounts. So I'm very happy with the trading session as well. This has been good. I'm going to continue tomorrow. So I'll see you guys again tomorrow, and then we'll continue on the weekend. Okay. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, let me know. Hit the subscribe button, comments, likes, and all that. Support the channel. I'll keep on getting these streams out, people. This is Patrick, signing out. Until next time, peace.